since this is a public matter, I have a duty to deal with Mr. Ramada's submissions. So I just want to say, Mr. Ramada, on behalf of some of the relatives of the divers, raised the issue of the commissioners making recommendations for criminal prosecution from the evidence which is before the commission. That issue has been engaging the attention of the legal team, but we are not prepared at this time because we have not completed our research on that. We would have the research completed within the next 7 days. The law in this area has been developing. There's a decision in Trinidad and Tobago in the case of inquest number 10 of 2008, in the inquest into the death of Mayo Oliver. But I want to make it quite clear, any opinion I give to the commission is in law private and confidential. And it would not be made public, and it would not be put up on the commission's website.
Quite so.
That would be a private and confidential document in my duty to assist the commissioners in considering the matter.
Well, I think advice that you're giving us is something that ought to remain, in the first instance, certainly confidential. Whether or not I would permit other parties to the proceedings to know what your submissions were seems to me something I will have to keep an open mind to. I think there is a distinction between specific advice to us as commissioners and a submission as to a course that we should adopt.
I agree with that.
And one needs to draw a careful distinction between the two. If it's a submission, then I do think that the parties ought to be able to see what it is that you're submitting.
It's purely a legal opinion.
Yeah, if it is a pure legal opinion, well, as I say, I will. I understand that's what you're intending to do, and I will deal with a couple of these matters in a moment when you conclude. But what I'm not going to do, obviously, is to disclose what is simple advice between counsel to the Commissioner and the Commission, as opposed to a submission as to what we ought to do or ought to consider doing. And if it is that, if it's the latter, then I will certainly make sure that it's available to other counsel in the hearing.
I'm in total agreement with that.
Thank you very much.